Okay, so Roblox Piggy Chapter 11 is literally just around the corner. And we know that they're just around the corner just simply because we are now getting map hints from Minitoon. Yes, Minitoon, the guy that we've been doing interviews with recently. We're currently 4 parts into this interview with the final book interview actually coming up this weekend, which will actually come out on Saturday. So of course, if you are new around here and you don't want to miss that video, then why not consider subscribing? But last night, Minitoon literally tweeted out these really cool emojis, and I'm really excited to get into these ones. I feel like these ones are going to be a lot more exciting to actually get into, more than the other chapters that we've had, because they do actually reveal something really interesting. So first of all, I'm going to show you the images of the map leak, which I'm probably sure you've probably seen already, but here they are again. So you get this one right here, which is a darker version, and basically if you look up in the top corner where there's that little like snowball type thing, just below it, it says back. So really cool, really interesting. I love the style of this. This is of course going to be a map or a chapter that is actually going to be outside, which I think is really cool because I don't think we've actually had one since, I think I'm right, I'm gonna say the alleys. I don't think we've actually had one since the alleys. Okay, sure, Refinery was outside for like a very tiny little bit. Oh, there is the port, I suppose. The port, okay, there's a port, but this, again, still, there's a lot of inside stuff. This one, if you look up, you're literally gonna see the sky. It's gonna be kind of like the forest, which I think is going to be extremely cool and something that we haven't really had in Piggy for quite some time. So like I said, this image says back. And now if you go to this image right here, which is the lighter version of the one that you just saw before, you actually look down in the bottom, in the middle, where that little explosion has happened, and you can see that it says past. So back and past, it looks as though we're going back to the past, which is really interesting. But there is one more thing that I would like to point out in this video, guys, and that is the fact that there are the 2 signal things or beacons that could potentially have a massive part in Piggy Chapter 12. I'm so excited, man. This is going to be so cool. This is going to be really interesting to see how this map plays out. So if you are a regular on this channel, I'm sure that you guys know by now that I have been calling out this beacon, this signal, for quite some time. Of course, we had that note way back in the sewers that literally said light the beacon, and I think that that could potentially is what's going to be happening here, guys. Now there is one thing that I would like you guys to do right now, and that is to head down into the comment section down below, and I want you guys to literally put your predictions as to what the name of the map is going to be. I feel like there's going to be a lot of military bases. Now, I feel like that would be the obvious answer, so I'm going to give maybe a little bit more of an obscure answer, and my obscure answer is going to be maybe camp. And the reason I'm going to say camp is because this actually does remind me, now again, this is part of history, okay, so don't at me here, but this does look extremely like a concentration camp where basically prisoners got held captive in World War II way back in Germany. So could this map literally be some form of concentration camp where all of the infected are actually going to be held inside of these cabins? I do apologize, my phone went off. It's on silent now, there you go, it's on silent. So I feel like this could be some form of concentration camp. Of course, you've got those lights as well, which is pretty interesting. And I'm pretty sure that I saw somewhere that the military is actually losing its battle. It was a note or something that said something like, if you come up here, we'll take care of you, kind of like how we're taking care of what's going on at the moment. So I feel like in the back of my mind, I remember seeing somewhere that the military is actually losing, and for some reason we now have this. So I don't know, I feel like this is going to be some kind of like prison in a way where infecteds are being held. I could be wrong, of course, this is just a prediction, but it does really remind me of a concentration camp way back in Germany. If you want to Google it, it's called Auschwitz. I think it's AUCHZWITZ, something like that. If you want to go and Google it and search up a little bit of history, then make sure to do so. But now this is where the interesting thing does come up, and that is, yes, you guessed it, the emojis. So Minitoon tweeted out an ice cube. He tweeted out also a skull. He also tweeted out a rightwards arrow, and he also tweeted out a zombie. Now this is really interesting because we know that Bunny is going to be coming back at some point. She literally appears in the trailer. So for anyone out there that's like, I reckon it could be Bunny coming back. Literally, we know Bunny's going to be coming back because we've seen the fact that she's coming back, okay? And then everyone's going to be like, I guessed it right. It's Bunny. Bunny is returning. Dude, she literally returns in the trailer. We know she's coming back. Everybody knows that she's coming back. You're not new. You guys get what I'm trying to say. If you're predicting Bunny, it's the obvious choice because she does appear in the trailer. And I'm pretty sure that that's what this skull and the arrow and the zombie actually has to do here. This, of course, is doing something where we're bringing back the dead back to life. And I feel like, yes, of course, that's what we're going to be doing with Bunny here. And Bunny is actually going to share some really interesting bits of information with us that's actually going to lead us into Piggy Chapter 12. Now, as for the ice cube, of course, the obvious answer would be yes. It's very cold. It's very snowy right now. So maybe the ice cube is to do with the cold. And so again, I'm going to give you another obscure reason as to why we could be seeing an ice cube. And I feel like that is to do with an event that is going to happen inside of this chapter. An event where maybe you're going to have to go to the ice cube, you're going to have to melt it in order to get the white key out of it or something like that. And I feel like if you guys do remember construction site where there's those like piles of snow and you have to go around and you have to shovel them, then I feel like potentially you're going to have to go and do the same with the ice cube. For example, you're literally going to see the white key right inside of the ice cube and you just have to melt it and you have to get it, and that's how you escape the map. I don't think that it's there just because it's cold, because otherwise we'd be getting a snowflake. And talking about snowflakes, Creekcraft also replied to Minitoon. I'm joking. Creek replied saying, okay, so there's an ice emoji. British people put ice in their drinks. I mean, Americans do as well, but sure. There's also a right turn only signs on the road in London. Could this mean, yes, it's not based in the UK? And for example, even if it was based in the UK, this current part right now that we're in will not be based in the UK because we have a sea between us and Norway, or I think it's Norway, it might be Denmark, I can't remember now, but it's up there somewhere. So if he's right and it was based in the UK, then the first part of Piggy, the book one, way before we actually went across the North Sea, that part is based in the UK, if he's right, which I don't think he is, just saying. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because I did think it was a pretty funny comment that he did actually reply. But anyway, guys, there we go. Piggy Chapter 11 is going to be coming out Saturday, and I'm actually not sure if I will be live streaming it or not because I feel like I'm actually more free this Saturday than I ever have been on a Piggy release. The only issue is these Piggy releases actually come out really late for me, and I don't really want to be on around 10 o'clock when, you know, Piggy's updating and new chapters are coming out, and yeah, it's just... yeah, no. So Minitoon, if you are watching this, just bring it forward maybe 2 hours or so. That would really help me. And of course, we get the brand new Piggy Steam game as well, which I haven't even covered. I feel like I haven't recorded in so long. I've got so much to speak about, but I'm not going to get into it in this video. I'm probably going to do a reaction video to it, just upload it to the channel, just so you guys can have a look as to what I actually think. I haven't actually had a proper look at it yet. I feel like I haven't really been on my computer much recently, but you know, it is what it is. But again, if you are new around here and you are looking forward to Piggy Chapter 11 and you would like to see what I do bring up, of course, I will be doing a top 10 video of all the secrets that you will miss, then make sure to subscribe. And if you could also be using star code Antixx when you're buying Robux or Premium, that would be much appreciated. And with that being said, guys, thank you all very much for joining, and we shall see you guys in the next one.